by Linda Williams. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady, and she wasn't afraid of anything. So she left her cottage one day to pick nuts and seeds and herbs and spices. It started to get dark, so she started to head for home. And she walked, and she walked, and she walked, and she walked. Suddenly she stopped. Right in front of her were two big shoes.
And the shoes went clunk, clunk. Get out of my way, you silly shoes. I'm not afraid of you,
Said the little lady, so she kept walking. But behind her, she could hear,
two shoes go clunk, clunk.
and she kept walking. And then suddenly she stopped. Right in front of her was a pair of pants.
And the pants went wiggle, wiggle. Get out of my way, you silly pants. I'm not afraid of you,
Said the little lady, so she kept walking. But behind her, she could hear,
two shoes go clunk, clunk.
one
Pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle.
excuse me. And she kept walking. Then she stopped. Right in front of her was a silly shirt.
And the shirt went shake, shake. Get away, you silly shirt. I'm not afraid of you,
Said the little lady, so she kept walking. But behind her, she could hear,
two shoes go clunk, clunk. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt goes shake, shake.
and then she stopped again. Right in front of her were two white gloves and a tall black hat.
And the hat went clap, clap. And the hat went nod, nod. Get away, you silly glove. Get away, you silly hat. I'm not afraid of you,
Said the little lady, so she kept walking. But behind her, she could hear,
two shoes go clunk, clunk. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt goes shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod, nod.
and she kept walking. Suddenly she stopped. Right in front of her was a very scary, very orange pumpkin head.
And the head went boom.
This time she didn't stop to talk, she ran. But behind her, she could hear,
Two shoes go clunk, clunk. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle.
one shirt.
Shirt goes shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat goes nod, nod.
And
One
one
scary
scary
pumpkin
pumpkin
head
head
goes boom.
and she ran home. Pull the chair out. Pull the chair out. And she closed the door. And she sat down in her chair and she rocked and she rocked and she rocked. Suddenly she heard a at the door. Well, should she answer it? She wasn't afraid of anything. So she got up, opened the door. And what do you think she saw?
Two shoes go clunk, clunk. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt goes shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat goes nod, nod.
And
One scary pumpkin head go out. We come to scare you. You can't scare me.
said the little lady.
What should we do? I have an idea.
Said the little lady. So she went to the pumpkin's ear and she whispered in it. And the pumpkin nodded. Then she said good night.
Good night.
Then she went to bed. The next morning she got up and she stretched and she stretched and she looked out her window. John. And what do you think she saw?
Two shoes go, come, come. One pair of pants go, wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go, shake, shake. Two gloves go, ha, ha. One hat go, nod, nod. And one scary pumpkin head go, wow.
And scared all the crows away. The end.